Hello guys, welcome back for another fall video. In this video, we're going to be doing bookish things. We're going to be discussing my latest fall reads, the books I've completed, the book I'm currently going to read today, and just a recap of my book club. Guys, I didn't get a chance to actually get a lot of footage from the book club because I actually left my camera home that day, which is funny because usually I do usually I do record most of my book club meetings, but this one, and I was actually the host. I just wanted to really focus more on the meeting. I didn't want to just have a camera shoved in everybody's face. So I was able to get a little footage, but I ended up leaving my camera at home because I wanted to just be, in the moment. So guys, so our read for the book club meeting this month, we did A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. And I had mentioned this book a while back in a past vlog, and I really didn't know I had been purchased this book. So when it was my time to host, I was the host for this book club meeting. So when it was my time to host, I was like, well, I've already got a book in mind because I wanted to, when I got this book months ago, I wanted to wait and read it because I knew for sure I wanted to read it in the fall. So guys, we did discuss it. So basically, let me read the synopsis again, just so we can have like a feel of the book. When Chloe Davis was 12, 6 teenage girls went missing in a small Louisiana town. By the end of summer, her own father had confessed to the crimes and was put away for life, leaving Chloe and the rest of her family to grapple with the truth and try to move forward while dealing with the aftermath. Now, 20 years later, Chloe is a psychologist in Baton Rouge and getting ready for her wedding. When she finally has a fragile grasp on the happiness she worked so hard to achieve, she sometimes feels as out of control of her own life as the troubled teens who are her patients. So when a local teenage girl goes missing and then another, that terrifying summer comes crashing back. Is she paranoid, seeing parallels from her past that are actually there? Or for the second time in her life, is Chloe about to unmask a killer? From debut author Stacey Willingham comes a masterfully done lyrical thriller. A Flicker in the Dark is eerily compelling to the very last page. So they have a blurb by Karen Slaughter, a smart edge-of-your-seat story with plot twists you'll never see coming. I guess the birds are paid actors in this video, guys, because they cutting up, huh? Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Because I do have a mic, but y'all, I don't know how to quite work it. I haven't used it yet, so I'm going to have to start using that bad boy because, yeah, they're cutting up in the background, honey. So, y'all, Flicker in the Dark, we thoroughly enjoyed it. As for me, my personal rating, I gave it a 4 out of 5. This was actually, okay, so let's read the bio. This is a picture of Stacey Willingham. And I went to this book blindly. Like I said, I had got this book earlier this year. So Stacey Willingham is the New York Times and USA Today best-selling author of A Flicker in the Dark. Before turning to fiction, she was a copywriter and brand strategist for various marketing agencies and earned her BA in magazine journalism from the University of Georgia and MFA in writing from the Savannah College of Art and Design. Her work has been translated in more than 30 countries. She currently lives in Charleston, South Carolina with her husband, Britt, and Labrador, Michael, where she is always working on her next book. So guys, this was actually her. So when I had read it, I didn't, afterwards I had looked at the author bio and I was like, okay, like she definitely writes, like she definitely has a background. Like you can tell she knew what she was doing because for this to be her debut novel, she did an awesome job. And of course, y'all know when it comes to thrillers, I love me a good plot twist, love me a plot ending. I live for those moments because I think that's another reason why thriller and suspense is one of my favorite genres because I be playing detective in my head too when I'm reading these books. Because I be thinking like, oh, it's this person that did it. And sometimes I be right and sometimes I be way off. And I love that. So, and in this book, yeah, the plot twisting was very unexpected. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book, guys. It took me, because like I say, I was playing. I waited last minute to read this book because I had other things I had to do. Plus, I had finished Find Me by Andrea Osman before I even started this one. We're going to dive into that discussion as well. So yeah, guys, Yeah, Flicker in the Dark. I will be posting the few clips of my book club. I will be posting in this video as well, guys. I was like, I didn't even get a chance to record myself in my outfit. Like, you know, usually I do a fit check for you guys. I wasn't even I wasn't even doing none of that. Like, I just wanted to be in the present, you know. And then like everything doesn't have to be recorded all the time, you know. So I guess that's how I felt. So okay, guys, so yeah, Flicker in the Dark. If you're into mystery suspense, I definitely recommend this book. It was a very short read. Her writing style, very easy to read. You know, I gave this book a a solid 4. So, and she does have a second book out. I can't think of the name right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. But I definitely want to read that one because I definitely don't mind reading something else by this author. So, yes, y'all. Very good read. Next up, I had mentioned Find Me by Andre Osman. I actually rented this from the library, and I have to return it this week. So yeah, guys, I actually finished it because, like I say, I had started it. I would pick it back up, pick it back up. I finally started it, finally finished it, loved it. I didn't read Call Me by Your Name. This is actually part of a series. This is part 2. And they actually introduce characters. Like they introduce new characters in this one, but they also have characters from Call Me by Your Name that also comes back in this book. Basically, this is a full-blown romance. The way Andre, I like the way he wrote this book because it was different. It didn't have chapters. It had sections. And so basically, I never read a book like that before. So basically, it was like I was reading, and when I had to come to a stopping point, I just really had to just find the stopping point because, like, mind you, they didn't have chapters. So it was four or five sections of the book. I can't really remember, but yeah, guys, when I was reading it, like, I was like, okay, where do I stop? So I just had to stop at a random point, you know. But overall, it was a very, very short read. It took me a while to read it just because I just had other stuff going on, guys. But overall, the book is only 260 pages, so that's not bad at all. So this is like definitely a book you can finish probably like in one sitting or a day or two. It just really depends on how the story moves you. But I actually referred this book to one of my book club buddies because she's a big romance girl, and I told her in the meeting I really feel like she would like this series. So yeah, guys, Find Me, Andre. I would give this one a 4 too because this one was actually referred to me by another YouTuber, and she raved about the book, and I really did like it. And because it was out of my comfort zone, something I never you know, it was just a different writing style, and I liked it because it was a different writing style, but it wasn't hard to read. It was definitely not hard to read. So that's what I loved about it. And like I say, y'all, I usually don't read a lot of male authors. So this book and The Lavender House, if you haven't checked out that review, I have a past review about The Lavender House. So please feel free to check out that video. But yeah, The Lavender House was written by a male too, and this one was written by a male. And I had read those books back to back. And I was like, look at me trying to read more male authors. Okay, I'm not complaining. So yeah, guys, definitely a book I enjoyed. This is definitely a romantic, different, and another thing I loved about it, every section was like a different love story. It was a different love story, different situation, and all the characters came together in the end. So it was one of those type of stories. So yeah, loved it. Would read something else by Andre. Yeah, I don't know for sure if I want to read Call Me by Your Name because I've seen the movie, but I know y'all, you know the saying, like, the book is always better than the movie. So I might pick up the book one day because I've heard really great things about Call Me by Your Name, and they really have good reviews on that one as well. So we shall see, guys. We shall see. So, guys, the book I'm starting actually tonight. Remember I told y'all I had picked up another book by The Banker's Wife, the author Christina Alger. I had read The Banker's Wife. If you haven't checked out that vlog, feel free to do so. It's on my channel. But yeah, so this is another read by her called Girls Like Us, and I'm diving into this one tonight. And I probably will end up finishing it, hopefully tonight. That's the goal, knock on wood. Because it's not, y'all, it's when I tell y'all it's so short, it's 276 pages. So I know for sure I can knock this book out. And if I don't, I can always finish it in the morning because I do have to work tomorrow. But I do have time as to where if I wake up at a decent time, if whatever I don't finish, I can finish before I go to work tomorrow. So we shall see, because the goal is to really, I want to finish it today because it sounds really, really good. And The Banker's Wife, I really did like that book. I love that book. And I finished that book in 2 days. So hopefully this has the same kind of effect on me. So let's read the synopsis, guys. Okay, FBI agent Nell Flynn hasn't been home in 10 years. Nell and her father, homicide detective Martin Flynn, has never had much of a relationship. And Suffolk County will always be awash in memories of her mother, Marisol, who was brutally murdered when Nell was just 7. When Martin dies in a motorcycle accident, Nell returns to the house where she grew up so she can spread her father's ashes and close his estate. At the behest of her father's partner, Detective Lee Davis, Nell becomes involved in the investigation into the murders of 2 young women in Suffolk County. The further Nell digs, the more likely it seems to her that her father should be the prime suspect, and that his friends on the police force are covering his tracks. Plagued by doubts about her mother's murder and her own role in exonerating her father in that case, Nell can't help but ask questions about who killed the 2 women and why, but she may not like the answers she finds. Not just about those she loves, but about herself. So, this sounds really good. So as you can see, it's a mystery, suspense type of thing. It really sounds like, because they say like the father is like the prime suspect, it kind of gives like the same, it kind of gives similar vibes in A Flicker in the Dark, guys, because in this book, the father, he confessed to the murders. He was a prime suspect in this book. So that's very interesting that I'm reading something similar next. But it sounds really, really good. I can't wait to dive into this. Like I said, I'm going to dive into this later today. Yeah. So I had mentioned this book, guys, in another vlog. I literally read 1 chapter of this book. I don't know. I kept picking it up, picking it down. Like I said, I was playing, y'all. I've been playing. But I heard so many great things about it, which is why I want to read it. So this one, Death of an Author by Nettie Okafor. I've heard really great things about this book, and I'm playing. But the good thing about it is, guys, this is actually rented. I have to take this book back this week. But if it doesn't have a hold on it, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can re-rent it out again. And if not, it's okay, because I do actually have the audio for this book as well. So yeah, I don't know. We shall see, guys. We definitely shall see. So Death of an Author. Heard really great things about it, but unfortunately, I cannot give a solid review because I haven't read the book. So, guys, I wanted to show my basket. So this past book club meeting, we actually did a boo basket for the October meeting, and we actually have our next book club meeting is at the end of November, because usually we meet every other 6 weeks, but because the way like our schedule had fell, we wasn't going to see each other at all this month. And we was like, okay, so we're actually having an additional meeting at the end of this month. So, which I'm excited about, because, we tend to, for the month of December, we always read a Christmas book. So we wanted, to do something for, the harvest month as well, before, we started, Christmas or whatever. So yeah, our next book club meeting is at the end of this month. So guys, we did baskets. We switched, everybody had to bring a basket, and we picked numbers, and whatever number you pick is the basket you got. Okay, so this is the basket, guys. This is the basket I got. And my book buddy Rebecca, she's the one that created this basket. So, and we're gonna go through all the little goodies that's inside. So after I read Girls Like Us, guys, I'm definitely going to read the book that's in the basket because it's a fall book. It's called Fall into Temptation by Lucy Score. I've heard of this author before, never read anything by her, but it's giving rom-com. Let's read the synopsis. Becky Pierce is the most eligible bachelor in the noisiest small town in upstate New York. But after his last girlfriend handcuffed herself to his porch and set his welcome mat on fire, he's not looking for any more romance. Oh, wow. Especially if it lands right into his own backyard and has miles of red hair. Gianna Decker has her hands full, no overflowing with problems, juggling 2 kids, a useless ex, and a brand new yoga studio. The last thing on her mind is finding a man who demand more of her time. Fantasizing about her hot, broody landlord? Mistake. Lusting after the sexy mayor of her own town? Terrible idea. Getting naked with the favorite son of her father's new lady friend? N.O. Getting involved with Beckett has disaster written all over it. Their stolen kisses are accidental, a few moments of string-free, sizzling passion that couldn't possibly cause any trouble. At least not until tempers flare when their families complicate things and the interfering citizens of Blue Moon step into their special brand of chaos. Y'all, this book sounds a mess. And it's a Blue Moon romantic comedy. I do like rom-coms. The last rom-com book that I read, I actually enjoyed it because y'all know I'm not a big romance girl. But I'm looking forward to reading this. And it doesn't look long at all. It is, let's see. It is, 320 pages. Not bad. So after I read Girls Like Us, I'm going to dive into this one, guys. Fall into Temptation. So next up, I got some candy corn. I am actually a person that loves candy corn. I know some people have a love-hate relationship with candy corn. Some people can't stand it. Some people said it tastes like candles. Well, I guess I'm a candle eater because I love them, okay? And next up, speaking of candles, I have a candle. Autumn Drive. It smells so good. And I will be burning this tonight when I read my new read. Okay? And I have a mug that says Spice Girl on it. This is so freaking cute. So freaking cute, guys. I have some pumpkin earrings. Y'all know I love me a good little... Let me open it up. So, yeah, let's open it up. So these are the pumpkin earrings. So freaking cute. Let's open it up. If I can get it open. So we can see. Oh, yeah, I'm struggling. Okay, I got it. All right. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, and they're heavy, too. Oh, yes. I love these guys. So, look, there's, like, the details of it. Isn't that cute? And y'all know I love me a good earring. Definitely going to be wearing these in the fall. Cute, cute, cute. Cute. Okay. And I have a pumpkin. Isn't it cute? Oh. So I'm actually going to put it out, you know, for decoration wise. So freaking cute. So freaking cute. Okay. And guys, I have a pajama. No, is it a sweatshirt? Oh, it's a sweatshirt. Oh, it's a sweatshirt. And it says thankful. How freaking cute is that, bruh? And it's my favorite color. Y'all, like, yellow is like, I love yellow. Yellow is my favorite color. So the fact I got that basket, it was meant to be. I didn't even realize the color of the shirt. It just hit me what color it was. I was like, that's my favorite color. So, and it says thankful in the front. That is so freaking cute, guys. So those are my gifts from my boo basket, from my book club buddies. And I think I had got like a little clip of I don't know, did I get footage of the basket I made? I'm not exactly sure, guys, but if I do have some footage of it, I'll definitely include it in this vlog. So guys, for the time being, I'm about to get on out of here. I'm going to read a little bit. I've actually have gotten a little hungry. I got some pho that I'm going to eat in there later. You know, all I got to do is just heat it up. So, yeah. But, so y'all, this is the vibe for this vlog, this is what we read in, and I will come back, you know, definitely give y'all like a, you know, like how a vibe check once I you know, read a little bit. Okay, so I'll see y'all soon. Hello guys, I am back for my review. I just finished Girls Like Us by Christina Alger. It took me, because I meant to finish it the last night I recorded, guys, but I ended up, it was one of them days, ended up coming home, got settled, and I went to bed. Watched a couple vlogs and I went to bed. And I really wasn't in the mood to read. So I ended up finishing it the day after. Today is Thursday for me, so I don't know exactly when this vlog is going to be up. I'm definitely going to start the editing process. So this will be episode 8 of the Fall Diaries, guys. So guys, speaking of the Fall Diaries, I have recorded episode 7. Episode 7 revolved around, I did a whole thrift trip. I went to a prayer brunch, and I also watched a classic film. So I have all of that. And I was so proud because I was like, this is like one of my longer videos. This video is like roughly like an hour. So I was so proud when I uploaded it. But I also told myself, I was like, however long it takes, I'm going to practice patience. And I mentioned that. And it's crazy because I had just talked about patience in my last fall devotional. So I'm definitely getting tested in that area because, guys, why have I been trying to post this video? Mind you, it's been almost 2 weeks. So boom, the first time I tried to upload it, it said something about the upload was aborted. I said, okay. So I tried to do it again, and it said the same thing. So I have been trying to upload this video for the longest, guys. So if you see fall, when you see fall, the Fall Diary, if you see Fall Diary episode 8, if you see this video before the next one, the title isn't a typo. This is actually Fall Diary episode 8, and the episode 7, I'm waiting for it to upload, guys. Don't know when it's going to be uploaded. Hopefully, like, third time's the charm. Hopefully. Like, I'm not giving up. But I also, it's crazy because, like, the first time it happened, I was like, okay. The second time, I was like, okay, Lord. Like, I couldn't even get mad because I feel like at this point, it's spilled milk. And it's like, regardless if I get mad or not, the video's still not uploaded yet. So it's just like, it's not even worth my energy getting mad about, you know? So that's the outlook. That's my outlook on it. Like, I'm being patient, being positive about it. You know, I'm not crying about it. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. So hopefully, episode 7 will post before episode 8. But if it doesn't, that's fine. But I didn't want to confuse y'all, like, when the videos do upload. So if this video uploads before episode 7, it's all good. Just wanted to clarify what was going on because I didn't want to confuse y'all, you know, or had me thinking like, oh, like, what's she talking about episode 7? This is supposed to be, yeah. So, yeah, we on the same page, guys. We on the same page. So anyway, guys, Girls Like Us, like I said, I finished it in about roughly 3 days. Awesome read. I enjoyed it just like I enjoyed The Banker's Wife. Definitely will give this book a 4 out of 5. Everything came together in the end. And I also like how Christina, so remember I told y'all, like, in The Banker's Wife, like, the main subject was like offshore accounts, stuff like that. So in this book, we do know that her father is a suspect. I don't want to give the book away. I don't do that. So in this book, her father is a suspect, but I will say there's definitely a plot twist in the end, guys. Some things were pointing to him in the book, and it made you think, like, dang, like, is he behind the murders? You know, so the way the story unfolded, it was very, very interesting, and it was a quick. Christina Alger has she has a writing style that's very easy to read and very easy to follow. Definitely give her writing style a 5 out of 5. Yeah, it was a page turn. Like I say, it wasn't a lot of action, guys. I will say this book was definitely a slow burn, but it wasn't boring. And once again, I like slow burns. And plus it was a mystery suspense, so I like slow burns. So it was definitely it wasn't a bore, it wasn't a snooze for me. I enjoyed it. But let's say out of this book and The Banker's Wife, I will say that The Banker's Wife had a little bit more action. But of course, the storyline, the plots, the trope was totally different. Like this book actually focused on trafficking. Like, you know, I don't want to say the word because, you know, I don't want my video to get banned or anything. But y'all know where I'm going with this. So, yeah, basically like that, trafficking, cop corruption, you know, corruption like in the police force, stuff like that. The FBI getting involved in different things throughout the book, you know. So it discussed all of that. So definitely will read something else by Christina Alger. Not exactly sure what else she has. Okay, so they have two other books called, because I read The Banker's Wife. So she's the author of The Darlings and This Was Not the Plan. Definitely wouldn't mind reading those two books if I can find them. I'm actually, guys, after I record this video, I'm actually going to do a library run. I have to go to church practice tonight, and then I have to make a store run after that. But I do, we have an upcoming book club at the end of this month in November, and I want to see if the library has that in stock. If not, I'll probably just have to order the book off Amazon or whatever. But I definitely want to see if they have it. I'm going to try my luck and see, guys. But this is the end of this vlog, guys. Thank y'all for holding it down with me. So this is officially, like, I guess, because I do want to do a video at the end of November of all the books, like a, you know, a November wrap up of all the books that I read this month. So technically this is the first book that I completed for the month of November. And because I've been reading a lot of thriller and suspense, guys, I need a palate cleanser. So as I mentioned, as I told y'all, I'm going to start this one tonight. After I get back from the library, I'm going to start my boo basket read, which is Fall Into Temptation. And I read the synopsis earlier in the vlog. This really sounds like it's going to be funny, guys. So yes, I definitely need something, you know, to cleanse my palate, because I've been reading like a lot of, my last two books was like, yeah, my last two books was thriller, suspense. So it's time to switch it up and read something fun. So yeah, guys, I will be back for another video of this. If this is your first time on my channel, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Feel free to, like, you know, check out all the videos. And guys, I hope you enjoy episode 8 of the Fall Diaries, whether you see it before episode 7 or not. We just gonna roll with the punches. But I pray for this. I ask God, give me patience, and he's definitely giving me a test run. But I'm passing, y'all. I am passing in the name of Jesus. I'm passing. So that's all that matters. So I pray y'all have a blessed week, and I will see y'all in the next video.